It was raining, the kind of rain that makes the world feel smaller. The kind that blurs streetlights into glowing halos and turns every empty road into something unfamiliar. Tyler finished his shift at 11:47 p.m. He worked inventory at a warehouse just outside Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. The job was repetitive, exhausting, and quiet. The kind of quiet that sinks into your bones by the end of a 12-hour shift. He stepped outside and pulled his hoodie tighter. The parking lot was empty. Not end of shift, empty, dead empty. His car was in the shop. Transmission failure. So he did what everyone does. He ordered an Uber, estimated arrival 6 minutes. He watched the little car icon move toward him on the map. It took a strange route, a detour through side roads instead of the highway, but he didn't think much of it. Drivers did that sometimes. The rain intensified, then headlights turned into the lot. A black sedan. Same make, same model, same license plate. Tyler double-checked the app. Plate matched. Driver name, Daniel. Rating, 4.98 stars. The car idled in front of him. The windows were tinted too dark to see clearly inside. The passenger door unlocked with a soft click. Tyler hesitated. Something felt off. He couldn't explain it. Nothing obvious. Just a tightness in his chest. But the plate matched. He opened the door and got in. The first thing he noticed was the smell. Wet dirt. Not wet upholstery. Not old air freshener. Earth. Like someone had just dug a hole. The inside of the car was freezing. Not cool. Freezing. His breath fogged. But the windows were already fogged. Thick condensation clung to the glass from the inside. The driver didn't greet him. Didn't confirm his name. Just gave a slow nod. Tyler buckled in. "You're Daniel, right?" he asked. The driver nodded again. Didn't speak. The car pulled away smoothly. The warehouse disappeared behind them. They drove in silence. No radio, no GPS voice, just rain tapping the roof. Tyler glanced at the driver through the rearview mirror. He couldn't see his face clearly. It was shadowed. But he could see his eyes. They didn't blink. 5 minutes passed. Tyler's phone buzzed. He looked down, casually. The Uber app notification read, "Your driver is arriving now." He frowned. That didn't make sense. He was already in the car. He opened the app. The map showed his pickup location, and the little car icon was still 3 minutes away. His stomach dropped. He slowly looked up. The car was no longer on the main road. They were turning onto a narrow side street. "Hey," Tyler said carefully, "I think you missed a turn." No response. The car continued. The rain became heavier. The streetlights thinned. He looked at the app again. The real Uber was now pulling into the warehouse parking lot. Tyler felt his pulse in his throat. He looked up at the rearview mirror again, and this time the driver was smiling. Not a normal smile, too wide, too stretched, like skin pulled over something that didn't fit. The eyes weren't just dark. They were wrong. No whites, just endless, wet black. The driver's lips didn't move, but a voice filled the car, low, wet, close to his ear. "You weren't supposed to notice." Tyler's breathing turned shallow. His hand moved slowly toward the door handle. The locks clicked. Locked. The car made a sharp turn. The asphalt turned to gravel. Gravel turned to dirt. They were entering a forest road. There were no headlights behind them. No other cars, no houses, just trees. The voice came again. "Been waiting to pick you up." The driver's head tilted slightly to the side. Not naturally. Too far. Like something inside was testing the range of motion. Tyler's phone buzzed again. The real Uber driver was calling. The screen lit up the car interior for a split second, and in that light, the driver's reflection wasn't human at all. Its face was stretched thin, almost translucent. Something moved beneath the skin, like insects crawling under plastic wrap. Tyler didn't think. He lunged for the lock. By some miracle, it clicked open. He threw the door open while the car was still moving. He hit mud hard. The breath exploded from his lungs. The sedan didn't brake. It didn't swerve. It didn't even slow down. It just continued forward, and then its headlights shut off. The car disappeared into the trees. No engine sound, no taillights, nothing. Just darkness. Tyler lay there in the mud, rain soaking through his clothes. His phone was still in his hand. The call was still ringing. He answered. "Hey, man," the driver said. "I'm here at the pickup spot. You still need a ride?" Tyler's voice shook. I'm in the woods." There was silence. "The woods?" the driver asked. 15 minutes later, headlights appeared through the trees. A real black sedan. Different plate, different driver. Normal eyes, normal smile. The man stepped out, confused. "Why are you standing out here?" Tyler looked back toward the road. There were no tire tracks in the mud. No sign a car had driven through. Nothing but untouched, rain-soaked earth. He got into the real Uber. The interior smelled like cheap air freshener, warm, normal. The driver chatted casually. Tyler barely responded. Halfway home, his phone buzzed again. A notification from Uber. "How was your ride with Daniel?" 5 stars glowed beneath it, and underneath, a message. "Thanks for riding. See you again soon." Tyler slowly looked up at the rearview mirror. The real driver's eyes were focused on the road, normal, blinking, but for a split second, just a fraction, the reflection didn't match. The smile was wider, just slightly too wide, and then it was gone. Tyler never uses rideshare apps anymore, but sometimes, late at night, he still gets ride receipts from trips he never took, with a driver named Daniel, rating 4.98 stars. Rain continues. The screen stays black. A faint engine idles somewhere in the distance. Tyler doesn't move. The door handle turns slightly, then stops. Silence. Then a soft notification sound. Your ride is still in progress. Some rides don't end. They just wait. If this story made you check your windows, stay a little longer. There are more stories like this. And next time, you might be the one getting picked up.